Okay, this one's actually going to be the finale, I'm sure of it. Let's go. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. Oh my gosh, his mustache. Delivery? I don't know have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records. Guessing everybody's in the crate. Our harvest awaits and such.
With a stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rollo panicked.
Our harvest awaits. Sir? That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light this candle, Tish? Yup. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was that?
The distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. I love the confidence of all these children. Phew. That was close. Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure. When in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Hey. There's a kitty come to visit. Locate the founder's office. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. This is like a maze. Oh no, how long am I gonna do this for? Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Uh-oh. Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A veneer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said founder. It was just down this way.
Luca happened to
Don't
notice
trust
a bump
him.
above the door.
Office of the founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. Boy. Boy, so it is. It's pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Luca tried the handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
Luca
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Oh, but he's the lockpicker. Let's just wait a minute. Oh yeah, because they got Beck's other mom in on it. Love it. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Oh, that's great. Howdy. Good afternoon. That's great.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Sigh. Oh, he's such a baddie.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing. We're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. Need you to get us through. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. Not leaving my friend, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard before when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
Oh my gosh, so good. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. For a second I thought I wasn't recording. Bingo bango, doors open, Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door is marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Oh no. Oh no. Crap, we've got company. Luca must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is. 13806. Go, go, go! Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you were just trying to help. Was he? Was he now? Oh my gosh, look at words. One of my cats is trying to climb. Oh man. No water cups. Rollo! Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're trapped.
With self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Make a break for it. Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there after them. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rollo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial Harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine is to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve a successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contain obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, these clothes were all hand-me-downs anyways. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. He had his body thrown on us. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. Like now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we've got Dr. Miodwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Boy. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant. That's what we found in the lake. Solomon muttered and I'm like, I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're no bother at all. Oh, Luca, you're too pure for this world. Let's see what else is on this bad boy has on it. Security system. Time card logs. Payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca
Gonna make
tugged
Solomon
on each of
lose
the
it.
cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. It looks Looks like the founder was helping Care plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With a
promise.
subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face.
Uh-oh.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Yup. Rollo, before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. I bet they are clones. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Oh, traitor. He's gonna open it. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. Oh gosh, I'm scared. I think this little caper has gone in long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Mjodwill, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha, yes, now you've got it. Tempus Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Mjodwill, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional,
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
and the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Care, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Finish. Rollo snatched the
Yeah,
vial from
go
Kerr's palm.
Rollo. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about
Rollo
it.
casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Ding. Gosh, maybe I'll have a
Luca
taste.
tickled the vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens, then what? We capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be
A
harmed.
deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
Oh, she gonna smash it. We're dumping on him. That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceived.
Oops, didn't mean to skip it. I
Solomon
just got
pocketed
so
the
excited.
vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Care, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
The
review.
blood drained from Kerr's face.
From his furred face. Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha! I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Ooh. Oh, the speech. That was fast. Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Till then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Oh, we're going to leave them alone in the office. Well, crap. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Nellie will get us out. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, that seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in the office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in this lab with a stolen key card. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden
Juniper
explosion sounded from the hull.
It's gonna be her. It's gonna be Juniper.
Chapter 8.
Boom, boom.
Comeuppance. Ears
Comeuppance,
still ringing,
yeah.
Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Yeah. F 'em up, Juniper. Okay. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Miss Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
Here we go. We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Did Beck switch the vials?
With a mischievous
Oh,
look,
I bet
Beck
she switched the
elbowed Luca.
vials.
Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Might have tweaked it with a little malice.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little malice.
Malice? The whiskey from his office? Oh. Yep, dude had an unfinished glass on his desk. Figured his grow juice could use a little hair of the dog. Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What's gonna happen? It popped. Oh my god, she did pop. Wow. Now that's what I call 80 proof whiskey. Damn, dude.
The crowd
That was
gazed
fun.
in stunned silence at the now empty stage. The quiet was broken when William Kerr sprinted off stage and into the distance. He was never seen around Beacon Pines, or anywhere else for that matter, again. Watching the silhouette of Kerr disappear over the horizon, Luca began to laugh. First, a low chuckle that became uncontrolled, heaving laughter. Through his tears, he was vaguely aware that the crowd had begun to laugh with him. The end. That was unexpected. Perhaps
I'm
a
guessing it's
bit
not the
of
true
an absurd
ending.
ending for my taste, but who am I to say? I'm only writing the damn thing.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we can go back and tweak it with some junk. Junk or change? We'll say junk.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't we see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash? How did the ashes get into the vial? It's pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always said bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
What's gonna happen this time? Think it turned to a baby? Oh, it just turned gray. Oh. Wow. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying. If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Okay, man. We gotta do the final one.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Your unlucky penny. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I popped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that gonna do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to...
Is it gonna turn into a penny? Did he turn into a bebe? Holy crap, he's a baby! Yeah, but he's still sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. No good a bebe. This is an innocent child. Doesn't look innocent. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do what Valentines always do? What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father or young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Alright.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had, and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Kentucky. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You gonna swing by? Be there in a minute. Alright, let's go. Where's Mother/Gran?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage.
Oh.
Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
But did Nellie turn her back to young? Oh gosh, I'm just running blindly. Is that open drawer? Is that open before? Okay. To Rollo! Or maybe Mommy's back here. Let's better check. Yes! Oh, she's still Grandma. Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it. I want her to get turned back to young Mommy. Can we check Dad's fake grave? Just in case. Oh, I bet we moved it to where his body is. Roxy, I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Iona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which will be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt, so he's gonna stay big too. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, cause it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Cute.
to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Better get to see Dawn before it ends. Oh, Gus. Hey, Gus. How's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Iona and Nellie for letting me help. Oh, he's so cute. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Aw. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's next?
When Perennial Harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Aw. Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, this is something I can be proud of. You go, Gus. Chop everyone over here first. How's the napping this morning? The most underrated part of a good nap is the view. And the view's getting greener every day. Nice. I see you decided on the name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. Cute. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is, go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Cute. So I wonder if I can go... I hope I can talk to everyone before the game ends. I better be able to see Dawn again. Hello. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, an honest to goodness. Flip-floppin'. Swim-swammin'. Fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I say it's a good omen. What did you do with the fish? Oh, I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Cute. Aww. A little higher. Yup. A little lower. Yup. Little higher. Yup. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Cute. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Love Iggy. Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. Cute. They'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. Zai, you're right. Lead the way. Let me go to back. Bye. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon or Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I, so we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. I spoke at length with Dr. Miodwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope a little nicer the second time around. He's a little nicer. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. 2 activities I am endeavoring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. Can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
Aww! Unexpected sweetness? That would be acceptable. Very weird, but sweet. He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Is she a lizard? Or like an alligator? Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Missed everything while she was reading. Hello? Luca, did you want a biscotti? On the house. I don't really have time. Zariel, you gotta come and see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Aw, Lumi. If I didn't know any better, I would think you're proud of something. Oof, as if I know. It's too late. You are now officially a person that cares. Cute. Okay, we didn't talk to you. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Oh, William. Or Patrick. Dawn! Jan, I'm glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope, I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Of course they did. You're an amazing reporter. I don't know about all that. A story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm gonna have to come back from time to time to check in. You better. See what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ha, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it a reporter's intuition. I think it's weird that Rollo's gonna stay a child in an adult body.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Oh. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Tulliv. Agu! Oh, agchu. Sorry, these allergies have been killing me. Haven't been able to smell a thing all day. I almost sold Miss Hatch a gallon of spoiled milk this morning. Got anything to help clear out these darn sinuses? Whatever it takes, I just want to be able to smell again. Oh. That was the only one I could talk to? Oh. Oh, I'm taking some orders again. Okay. Pungent, maybe? Let's do pungent. And incendiary. I call this one a cod for the common cold. Oh, that's spicy and stinky. I'm sorry, I'll try again. No, don't you see what this means? I can smell again. Looks like your father isn't the only doctor in the family. It's weird that I'm doing this at the end of the game. Hey, Miss Hatch, what can I get you? Oh, I'm not terribly hungry. Something snack-sized, if you could. Okay. Lavish. Adorable. And... should we just do double adorable? I call it the novella. Lovely. This just in. Last chance diner overrun by gremlins. I'm not a gremlin, I'm Luca.
Mr. Wilder adjusted his monocle jokingly.
I stand corrected. In that case, would you believe I have a craving for a burger? You've come to the right place. Indeed, I'll have a nice juicy burger topped with onion. At least you made that one easy for me. A succulent burger. cooked with onions. Here you go. I call it the Wilder. You know I love a good byline. Many thanks. Oops, my earbud's falling. Oh, I have to get Eris back there too. Listen well, child. I'm only going to say this once. I require a well-done burger. Got it. When I say well done, I mean it. Well done, no problem. I fear you aren't grasping my request. I want the burger charred beyond recognition. I want it bitter and black. One burnt burger coming up. And top it with the most expensive thing you have. Of course. Got one. And where was the lavish? Fish egg burger. May I present the row, row, row your boat burnt. I can hardly believe it. You've done well. Miss Fratelli had caviar stashed back there. The woman is full of surprises. Very good, this will suffice. If it isn't little Luca. Oh, little Luca. Hey, Uncle Nuncreed. How come you haven't been around the house lately? Well, oh yeah, this is the past, so he's not a bad guy. Your dad and I had a little disagreement is all. How's he doing? Has he mentioned me? Not really, he's been busy lately. Sometimes he doesn't come home from work before bedtime. That's so. I wonder if I was supposed to do this like before the end of the game. We'll tell him I'm thinking of him. You seem sad. Nonsense. What can I get you for lunch? Fact of the matter is, I don't have much of an appetite right now. But Uncle Nuncreed, you gotta eat. Make you something special. That'll cheer you up. Something special. What would be special? I make him a giant burger since he's not really hungry. Let's see what happens. I'll just do that. I don't know if I can do wrong here. I'm sorry, Luca. It seems I still can't muster much of an appetite. Hang on. I'll make something to cheer you up. Oh, so I can do wrong. Get sent back. Okay, so we can do cold cuts. Will candy cheer him up? Candy and bacon. Sorry, Luca. I don't want to do your stupid burger over and over again. You're a bad guy. I might have to pause and just look up what burger he wants. Or I could just skip him because I don't care because he's a bad guy. So I feel like maybe the candy was right. I'll just... What did I do? Candy and bacon? Maybe I'll do candy and cactus. I'm done with you. No more. Is this just like something really obvious that I'm not seeing? I'll do a cold cut sandwich. No more. Okay, brief interlude here. Okay, you guys, that was silly and pointless. I couldn't find an answer, and I tried a bunch of them, and I got mad, and I left. So, I can do this one. What'll it be? Well, I have a lot of mouths to feed, so give me the biggest burger you have. They must eat a lot, huh? You have no idea. Oh, and throw some lettuce on top. So anyhow, apparently I think this was like an update they did to add just like an extra cooking minigame for people. And I think if you get Nuncreed's burger, it's like an achievement. I'm not even reading anymore. Well, that's okay. Thank you. But I couldn't find anyone telling me what the achievement is, like the answer is. I already did all this. But it's beginning to infuriate me. So I think now we can try the last two options. Oh, but there's more than one option that we haven't done. So we did that. We didn't do any of those three. But if this one doesn't work, I'm just done. So we didn't do chili yet, or cactus. But we already tried all of those. If this isn't it, we're just leaving. I don't care about the achievement. You will starve then! Starve! Goodbye. Over it. So annoying. Okay.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Moving on. Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me? Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why's that? She didn't tell you? You two are gonna fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Aw, just a little like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. You will, clipboard. That's cute. That infuriating minigame was not cute. It was pointless. This better be cute instead. Oh, museum's gone. Wow, back for seconds? If it's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple?
He playfully waggled an apple.
No thanks, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Oh, hi Fritz. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for summer. He said it builds character. I think he means to say it builds calluses. Builds character! Yeah, it built something alright. Let's go. You, jerk boy. Let's see Kato first. Kato, I'll miss you.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they're studying it in the new labs. Did you know that? Beacon Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep, close to the population moved before Perennial Harvest moved in. Oh, close to the population before Perennial Harvest moved
It
in.
typically went on like this for quite some time.
Cute. Seeing you up here inside of the coffee shop.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh. To experience it again for the first time. I guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. Thank you. No, let's do it over here. I can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. The town I was talking about, Hank Atomic. I just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. Just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Miss Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Huh, maybe I'll do that. You jerk. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I'm gonna go see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with me? Even after everything I did, you'd still.
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Alright, I want nothing to do with you. What are these cuties doing?
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come all. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Geoff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Cute. Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. That's cute. Ooh. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynastes Titius. And that's good? It's great. I haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. If there's anything to see back here. No more gunk? Oh, what was that? Oh.
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds like an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root-worthy. You're going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Surprise? My mom's prepared this tree especially for you. Oh, a new one for his dad. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of Old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Aww. When you're ready, take... Okay, I think I talked to everyone. So we can go take Geoff's wild ride. Here we go. I think we are finally at the actual end. Didn't lie this time when I said it was the finale. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're gonna want to hang on tight to that little tree. Whee!
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along.
So I wonder if I didn't actually get the true ending. Like maybe there's an ending where Rollo and Gran/Mom get fixed.
I don't know exactly how to thank you.
That's okay.
It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pa always said the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. Aw. There's just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh god. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. Oh. You've got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like, forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favorite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Oh, so cute. And sad. Hey, Dad. Dr. Muldwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. Oh, precious. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. And the whole world freezes over and everyone dies. The end. Book is closed. Ooh. Well, this has been a journey. Thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, maybe you should like and subscribe. Anyhow, we'll figure out what I'm gonna play next. I have no idea, but something soon. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. Bye.